Well, happy New Year's Eve. So it's New Year's Eve cast on day. Technically, it officially starts at 5 p.m. today. And I just wanted to give you an update about what I chose to be my New Year's cast on this year. If you remember, we set a goal for ourselves to stash bust because we knew that each one of us had a significant amount of yarn in our stash in a sweater's quantity. So we talked about the different possibilities for the New Year's Eve cast on, making it an item that uses stash. So I'm going for a sweater because I have several sweater quantities of yarn that I intended to have knitting projects for sweaters that I just haven't gotten to. So that's what I chose. I'm curious to know what you guys chose because we had mentioned in our last podcast that you could do a baby sweater. You could do a knitted or a crocheted necklace, a full adult sweater, obviously, fingerless mitts. You know, the possibilities are endless as far as stash busting. But the one criteria for the New Year's Eve cast on this year was that you used stash to create something. So I'm currently wearing my Brooklyn Raglan sweater. There's a light version, which is the t-shirt version, which I've also made. And there is the full sleeve sweater version, which is what I'm wearing. That's what I'm going to remake for my New Year's Eve cast on. And I bought my yarn, I want to say last year during the Yarn Discovery Tour at Tori Yu Yarn Fiber Shop in Oberlin, Ohio. And so I'm going to make the same sweater. I think I'm going to go down a size this time, only because it's a little big in, the sides of it. And the sleeves were a little longer than I wanted and a little loose. So I think I'm going to go down one, maybe two sizes. But the quantity of yarn that I purchased was in anticipation of going down at least one size from what I made before. I can't find, of course, the pattern. It's amongst 1,000 patterns here in my studio. I did find the light version, and let me rethink that because I think the light version is fingering weight versus a DK weight. This was a DK weight, but this is the pattern. So long sleeve, long sleeve version, and I got DK weight yarn, and the body still undecided, but I think this was what my original plan was. The body, this part of the sweater, is going to be Forest Lane Fibers, which is a local Ohio dyer. So Forest Lane Fiber Company. This is what I'm going to do the body of the sweater. There's their logo. And the colorway is Apple Crumble. So that's what I'm going to do for the body of the sweater. And then for the sleeves, instead of doing the same color throughout, I decided that at the Raglan, I'm going to break it into a different color. And same yarn company. So again, Forest Lane Fiber Company. And it's DK weight. And the colorway of this one is October. And it's a BFL DK. So I'm really excited about that. And yes, it's one of my favorite colors. Obviously, it's a rusty mustard color, but it says it's called October. So I have two skeins, one for each sleeve. If I don't have enough and it becomes a short sleeve DK, I'm cool with that. But again, I did choose to go down a size. So I think that they'll look pretty good together. I'm curious to know your thoughts. Like, what do you think about this? Do you think this is a good combo or not? Again, this is the sleeves and this is the body. So that's what it's going to look like. What do you think? Good idea? Bad idea? Kind of too late, right? It's what I'm going to go with because it's what I have. So yeah, curious to know what you think. I'm excited. Happy New Year's.
Hey there. Happy New Year, everybody. So I'm going to show you what my New Year's Eve cast on is. And story is I've been putting this off for a while because it looks like it's so complicated. But we'll see. So I found this pattern. And you can see it's got some ferrule here. That's not the bad part. And it's basically a dolman. And that's my our new rescue cat, Maya, trying to get in the video here. It is a little complicated because this band of ferrule that's done, you do that in the round and then stick it in two places so it becomes that armband going down the arm. And then you cast on from there, go this way, cast on from there, go that way, and then join the two fronts and the two backs to finish it off with this cute little rib. And it's in French. L'Anse -AU-LOUP by Jennifer Beal. And it's for fingering weight. I fell in love with this gorgeous coppery color from Alki Dye Works out of Longtail Knits in Northfield, and then found the contrasting color, which is La Jolla from Designing Woman, with color help from Suzanne because I'm terrible with color. So that's going to be my New Year's Eve cast on. I'm not sure how fast it's going to go because I don't think it's going to be knit in public work. So let me tell you what was supposed to be my New Year's Eve cast on was a sweater in Remix Lite. I have used Remix Lite several times and I think it's really cool. I really like it. But if you're thinking my face looks pink like my sweater, you're not wrong. And I haven't been drinking wine. But I know I have a sensitivity to mixed textile dye. Great thing for a knitter, huh? So I've actually been scanning my hanks so I can wash them, and hopefully it won't give me as much of a reaction because actually my nose gets stuffed up and I get really, really red when I actually knit with this. The pattern for that is here somewhere. Oh dear. Here we go. Nightscape. And it's buttoned on both shoulders. And I just thought it looked really nice and would be comfy in that Remix Lite. So that's my story and I'm sticking with it. I really wish all of you the best, happiest New Year's. And take care. Bye.
Hi, y'all. Happy New Year's Eve. Can you believe it? New Year's Eve already, 2025 tomorrow. Let's make do a stash dive for 2025. And I want to share with you my stash dive. I chose to do the Wintery Embrace. And I know it's a black and white picture, so I apologize for that, but use your imagination. The main color down here is going to be this kind of warm brownish here. I forget what this one is called, but I'm using Lettlopi, but I forget the color. It had a very kind of interesting name, but anyway, this is the main color, so you've got this nice warm brown. But then all of the color work up here with the trees and this, it's all blue skies and snowflakes. So I have all of these colors here. So it's going to be quite lovely. If you look it up on Ravelry, they have the picture in color. I've used Lettlopi before. In fact, this is my Lettlopi sweater that I love, and it's interesting. It's very rustic, but the more you wear it, the softer it gets, and it is just so incredibly warm. And it was perfect for a rainy day like today. So we're excited about doing our New Year's Eve cast on, and we hope you all join us. And Happy New Year's. Bye.
Hello. Happy New Year's Eve. We are getting ready to show everybody what we are going to knit for this year's New Year's Eve cast on. And our theme this year is to stash bust, which I really need to do badly. My stash is a little, I would call it out of control. So a couple years ago, I had gotten a Christmas advent from McMullin Fibers that I absolutely love and just haven't really come up with anything to use it for though. And Margaret from Heidi and Lana put out a pattern, I think about this time last year, that is perfect for an advent. So it's called Confectionery. And so that's what I intend to do. I am going to say that things might change considering the fact that I have not yet finished last year's or 2024's New Year's Eve cast on. It just needs sleeves. It's almost there. And if I would actually work on it, it would actually be there. So hopefully within the next week or so, I will get that completed. But I will cast on with everybody this evening. And then I'll set it aside for a little bit and finish these sleeves and get this done. I was going to show you a picture of the sweater that I am working on, and then a picture of my pattern and my yarn. But when I flip this around and show you the picture of my sweater, there will be a beautiful little kitty cat on it. So hold on just a moment. And here we go. There is the kitty cat and the sweater. And here is Confectionery by Margaret from Heidi and Lana. And then this is the advent that I got. It does call for 2 of the main color, which is this one here. And lucky for me, Darcee also got this same advent. She used her minis in another sweater, her double date sweater, I believe it was. So she is going to let me get the main color from her if I need it. And these will be the vertical color stripes. I haven't quite figured out why this needs 2 full skeins, but it says it does, and you know, we all trust the pattern, right? And we'll see how that goes. But isn't that just gorgeous? It has a really interesting construction, different than anything I have done before because I'm a wuss, but it's going to be seamed together down the middle. So it'll be, like I said, it'll be interesting for me because I don't do things that are not just going round and round generally. So I'm really excited about this one. Hopefully I get this one finished in a more timely fashion than I have the last one. Oh, kitty cat is gone. So there is my, whatever we called this one. It is by Tip Nealon. And I went with the La Bien Ami yarn that we all used, but instead of doing the rust, I did the gold. So hopefully by the next time we actually get together and do a podcast, I will be wearing it. So have a wonderful and safe New Year's, and we will see you next year.